Well, hello from Kings Park in Durban, where we're just hours away from kick-off of Ireland's final test of the 23-24 season. It's the second test against the Springboks. They're looking to level the series after last week's 27-20 defeat up the road in Loftus Versfeld. It's a very different occasion here. It's a very different place, Durban to Pretoria. We're back at sea level. There's a nice breeze floating around. It's a lovely sunny day. There's a swimming pool and a bouncing castle over my left shoulder. There's a kind of a corporate area down behind the goal, behind where the camera is as well. It's you may have seen the Sharks play here. The Lions were here in 2009. It's a unique stadium, really. It's very steep, and I think the atmosphere is going to be really, really good later on. The crowds are building steadily outside. Certainly the scenes around where we're staying, just up the road in Umhlanga, have been full of Springbok fans and Irish fans piling into town over the last couple of days, and there seems to be a bit of a bigger Irish contingent here for this game, the second test. A few more seem to have travelled than did in Pretoria. Well, where can Ireland improve on last week? Andy Farrell says pretty much everywhere. He wants to see them being less passive, show more intent. I think he's looking for a greater level of physicality from the team than what they saw last weekend. They trained hard up in Umhlanga during the week. There's no sense that they're fatigued at the end of this longest season. He would say that they should be fresh. They've had lots of rest. The Springboks will look, they'll improve as well. I have a feeling they're going to go more old school today. They opened up a little bit last week, showed a bit of what they're doing with Tony Brown in terms of their attack. I think this week it's going to be more about what we traditionally associate with the Springboks. It's a slower pitch, the game is slower down here at sea level. I think they're going to lean into that. I think we'll see a lot of forward play. They're going to go try and get more out of that scrum, out of their maul. Didn't really get going last weekend, and it would be no surprise to see them go down that route and try and beat Ireland up physically. But Ireland haven't lost 2 games in a row under Andy Farrell since 2021. It's been a long time ago that they don't drop their standards that far under this management, and I think we can expect them to produce a performance to sign off the season in style to some degree. Whether it's enough to beat the Springboks, the world champions, it's very hard to tell. I think they might just edge it, but it's going to take something special, and it's going to take an 80-minute performance from all 23 players, and I think the Springbok bench is a little bit stronger. But if Ireland can get a good start, which they didn't do last week, then we could be in for a very interesting afternoon here at Kings Park.